Alright guys, welcome to Blue January Cup number 3, the last of our 3 tournaments today. We've been through 2 instances of Android action and one team has stood tall.
Oh yes, they definitely, one team has. It's Score Gaming winning 2 tournaments in one day counterfeit, and both of those grand finals, they won them without losing a single game.
Really impressive stuff. So Score Gaming crowned officially kings of the Android platform, but now we turn our eyes to iOS and let's see who we've got on the plate today.
First up, we do have number 1 coming in from Iraq. Just below them is going to be Oh My God, representing Honduras, against Google from France, if I am not mistaken. Just below them, Army of Turkey, well, representing Turkey. Then we also have Re-Evolution. We have KHDRB Galassi coming in from Ireland, actually, which is a country we don't see very often. We also have Goodnight and Asinimoto, and I think I might have skipped Kill or Die as well. They are also there as the 5th seeded team, representing Uruguay.
So, we were hoping to bring you Kill or Die versus Army of Turkey, but I think they've started without us, which is curious, but I think they might be, let's just have a quick check on that. Oh wait, I tell a lie. I think that might be fixable. Give me a second. Okay, there we go, yes. So, we've got Army of Turkey ready, and their opponent's Kill or Die should be here in just a few moments more, so we'll be getting things started in just a few moments. Yeah.
So, Turkey versus Uruguay. So that's going to be an interesting match to watch, and whoever wins that matchup will most likely be facing number 1. Number 1, our first seeded team of today. They're going to have to face either Oh My God or Google. Oh My God coming in from Honduras and Google from France. And whoever they are going to be playing in the round of 16th, because they are the lowest seeded teams in the tournament.
Yes, so coming into this one, we have got 9 teams playing today, so our bracket is a little bit lopsided because of the uneven number of teams, but it will mean we'll have an extra round of competition where we would not have had, but number 1 seed team number 1 will get that bye through the first round, and so won't have to play as many games as everyone else thanks to their previous level of success. Alright guys, so we're just waiting for the last Kill or Die players to arrive. As soon as they do, we'll get our ESL competition started officially. While you guys are waiting, please do give your first entries across on twitch.tv/modern-combat with hashtag RO16. That's Romeo Oscar 16 into the Twitch chat to enter in. The links will be provided for all of you guys. And we'll return, myself and Deedless, in just a few moments once the last Kill or Die player is ready to go. Welcome back everyone. So our first round of competition, the Army of Turkey versus Kill or Die. We shall see which one of the two the red team will take.
Nice one counterfeit. I'm sure Kill or Die will be looking to kill more than dying this time around now. The Army of Turkey, let's see if the Army of Turkey, they have a big army to work with, or if they are just going to be 5 members.
Yes, you cannot have your armies without your handies on the end to wield the weapons you'll need to offer Kill or Die their latter choice. Boy, these team names just kind of offer us making fun of them, don't they? But we'll do our best to remain entirely... Well, I suppose we make fun of both sides, it's fine.
You know what, counterfeit, at least the name of well, no, let me rephrase that. We have a team called Good Night further down in the bracket. I'm sure we could make a lot of funny puns with that name.
Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? So, early kills coming in for Kill or Die. Do you remember that I thought, looking at some of the weaponry we're seeing deployed here, I was thinking for a second that Kill or Die were the Turkish side, being of course the Turkish flag being red, that perhaps Hank was representing, but I think not so much this time, as we've got, let's see, Tiger the only player apart from Diamond just then to pick up a kill for the Turkish side, but I think that's all about to change.
Yeah, Tiger right there, not finding a kill, but does open himself for being shot. Now Helix and the rest of the Army of Turkey looking for those kills. It's a 3-3, and here comes both of them finds a kill. That's actually a headshot onto one of the members from Kill or Die. This is a battleground we don't see very often. It's not very often that people are fighting outside here on this map.
It's not the easiest of positions to get through, but Kill or Die doing some nice job of sniping through, but normally this is kind of the choke point that is hard to get through, so Turkey doing well to hold onto it for themselves. But I'm surprised, yes, that we don't see Kill or Die as they are trying to now break away and attack from a few different angles rather than funneling all their meat through this grinder.
I think in this situation it would be nice to have that cock V. It's not all about shooting with your sniper, so having semi-automatic or automatic rifles would make it easier for you to fight in those medium to long range combats while also just hammering down your opponents.
Well, if we're talking about short range, Diamond has been doing some pretty nice work with the heavy. Normally on Vantage, yes, we are seeing medium to long range weapons as a rule, but if you can just confine yourself to, say, the inside areas here, then suddenly the long sightlines of Vantage become a lot less relevant.
That is definitely true, kind of thing. That is why we're seeing someone like Damon run that DBS4 and the Slack. With that shotgun, you can get up close and personal. And with that Slack, having the explosive damage to kill people from underneath their ground is one way to find those kills and to work inside here of Vantage.
You can see there Charles being a little bit traumatized by the floor being blown out from underneath their feet, but still doing a reasonable job of standing until, of course, Diamond gets their hands on them, charging up the stairs, even low on health, and manages to trade kills across with a single shot there, earning their spot right up at the top of the Turkish scoreboard.
Oh, counterfeit, this is such a slow game, however. We are about to be 4 minutes into this one. We haven't reached the 25 kill mark yet, so we're not even halfway. And even though the Army of Turkey are starting to develop quite a big kill lead, Kill or Die, they're still hanging in there.
Let's check out those numbers. So, Anatsu, wearing the beret, the one to watch, also a heavy player. This time from the Kill or Die side, as Turkey seems to be taking pretty firm control of this latter half of the game. We got some pretty brutal trades coming through here. But I think ultimately, Turkey keep creeping that lead ever so slightly ahead, and they're driving Kill or Die before them.
I'm seeing a lot of Ramsons being used here in this game. Again, now we are starting to pull those fights inside of the building. So having a submachine gun, having that extra mobility, will make it work so much easier for these teams to fight in these close, confined areas.
And Num doing a fantastic job with this light machine gun, the Shred. The tier 6 we started seeing being used on the Android tournaments, doing actually surprisingly well with it after a bit of a shaky start. Suddenly started becoming, you know, one of the weapons to watch when wielded correctly.
41 kills is what the Turkey of Army currently have. They are so close to finishing out this game. Kill or die, only sitting at 29, not even having passed the 30 kill mark. Doesn't look too good for them here in game 1, and I'm sure that they will be looking to convert their efforts onto conversion instead.
Yeah, it's gotta be all about the engine to turn everything back around from a losing game to a winning series, because right now the Turkish squad are looking pretty dominant. We expected this first game to be pretty close, but instead a very one-sided end in favor of Turkey. As you said before, this side of the bracket is eventually leading to quite likely a confrontation with our number one seeded team in the tournament, so we're going to need to see domination from each of these teams as they head through if they're going to stand a chance of making it to the finals.
We definitely need to see the army of Turkey be strong, be colorful, and know how to work together as a team if they want to beat that number one seed team coming in from number 1.
So Num and Diamond both doing some real nice work, along with Helix very slightly behind. For Kill or Die, no real comparable standout performances, so Turkey, yep, starting things off pretty darn well. So we've got the Twitch giveaway. Head across to twitch.tv/modern combat and type in hashtag RO16, and our next game will return in 7 minutes or less. Alright guys, we're waiting on our next ESL match, so you know what time it is. It's time to become the last man standing.
How about, you know what, kind of thing? I'm not sure that you're gonna be the last man standing. I'm sure you're gonna be the first man killed, however.
Oh jeez, that's pretty aggressive. Deedle.
I'm sorry, Pierre.
Right, how much battery have we got? Can I unplug? I'm probably okay. Alright guys, so if you'd like to come in and join in with this game on stream, then please just come and quickly join this lobby. It's not full up as of yet. So Deedless, as my numero uno battle royale coach, what's the strategy for this first round?
You know what, kind of thing? I'm actually not a certified coach. You keep appointing me to this coach position, but I have no credentials.
You know how this makes you feel, Deedless?
Betrayed?
Oh, I was trying to do a sad face, but I ran out of time.
Okay. Well, I would go, if I were you, I would go to
Excuse me.
West Compound.
West Compound, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get it on. So, guys, we've learnt so far that we should never aim down sights.
Always aim down sights.
And always take your vitamins.
Don't take your vitamins, but aim down sight.
How about if I aim down my vitamins?
How about you hit yourself with the butt of your gun?
Well, that's not very friendly.
Well, you're the one hitting yourself.
Well, guys, come and help me out by being like Big Gorilla and following me around and just killing everyone for me. That'd be nice of you.
And now you have a sniper, so hopefully you can actually land some shots.
I don't like snipers.
That's an ACOG on your submachine gun.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, an ACOG is usually used for like long-range combat.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. How about this one then?
Yeah, I think the red dot is probably better.
Alright, there we go. Everyone's learning something new today. Oh gosh, so, someone dead already.
The ACOG, if you want like a reference, it's a 2x.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I believe that there will be a update coming which will actually give, hopefully, some more information about these things, because yes, I didn't recognise that from just looking at it. Oh man, we got loads of attachments. Okay, we're in pretty good shape. We've not got any speed ups, but we've got loads of. Oh, okay. We've actually got got some decent stuff. I think the big one is that we've got a bigger magazine. So we were actually right for that. And We got anything we can stick in this?
A longer scope, and don't go with the suppressor.
That one?
It removes damage from your weapon.
Oh, isn't it one shot? Oh, no, I suppose it's not one shot killing this one. Oh, there we go. We got a speed boost. It's a really good spot. Let's put on this. Oh, actually, maximum volume anyway.
I would at least imagine that if you put a suppressor on your sniper or your other weapons, that it would remove some damage from it, because that is what usually happens in other games.
Yes. Well, once the update comes in for this, I'm hoping that it will be explicit about all that kind of stuff. So I think we might have, we've lost our stuff there, but we've gained some other things. So I think the trade up to Bosk is probably worthwhile.
I agree, rookie.
Hey.
Continue. Oh, you're getting shot, rookie. Pop your sniper rifle out.
No, mate.
Oh, you're flanking. Oh, I see what you're doing. Nice one.
I also forgot what I did with my... I'll take that armor over nothing.
Be careful. He was shooting at someone else, I think. There's
Yes,
someone behind you.
I think they were.
Well, more behind you.
Oh, hello.
More behind you. More behind you. Look! He's there! He's there!
Look!
You're dead.
Ah, you want to help him very much.
Well, stop panicking, rookie.
I couldn't see him. I genuinely couldn't see him. I think I was maybe just looking in the completely wrong place.
He popped up on your minimap.
Oh, well, that was terrible of me. So, if any of you guys who are watching would like to come and join in and be someone else to shoot in the face, then why not? I think we did alright. Like, we didn't lose the first person.
Well, I wish I could say that I'm proud of you.
Alright, well, Dad. Oh wait. Oh no, that's right. We've got the unlocks on PC. We don't have all of the unlocks on iOS. But we've got the fish face or scary clown. Which one do you think we should go for? Oh wait, we don't have scary clown.
Well, fish face then.
Actually, I think because yeah, we were actually buying everything on here, so we actually don't have anything else. Let's go with this then. Aha! Kel Seong, if you're playing on iOS, you absolutely can join. It's just on iOS today, so we're killing a little bit of time before our next ESL match comes up. So yeah, please come and join in. Throw up a YOLO in the chat to let us know you're in the game and you're from the stream. And yeah, well, while we can't do squad battles as of yet, hopefully that won't be too far away. There's loads of room in this lobby. It hasn't even started the countdown yet, so any of you guys who'd like to play on stream can absolutely get in on this one.
Please come and be Peter's butt, because he doesn't know how to play Battle Royale, and I want you guys to punish him for his mistakes of, well, overextending all the time and not being very good at the game.
Do you need to be told off by proxy of the Daedalus plane?
I don't appreciate you calling it the Daedalus plane. I need to find the counterfeit car.
So if any of you guys are ever feeling down or like Daedalus is being a big old bully, you just shoot the Daedalus plane in the butt. And let's see if we can make a D.
The only reason that I am a bully is because you're not very good at Battle Royale.
There you go. D for Daedalus butt. So, oh boy, yeah, we're a little light on players. Actually, the first time for a long time. I guess it's because we're playing quite late. So we haven't managed to get the lobby filled up very quickly. So, guys, please do come and join in. Let's get this kicked off. Hero Gaming Simon and Dandy and everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you'll come and join us this evening for all manner of fun times. Twitch giveaway is still ongoing right now. So get your entries in there while you can. And we'll be timed up pretty soon. So it's Tim Sakatan and Soviet CQ. Thank you for your entries over there. So if I'm definitely, I'm taking applications for a slightly less mean Battle Royale coach. If any of you guys, teaching methods don't involve just abuse, then, I'm open to offers.
Well, I find that my teaching methods work, Peter. At least you've learned to aim down your sights.
Well, I guess
now
that's
you just
true.
need to stop panicking whenever you're fighting.
Well, I mean, I found that if I freak out, that's like a natural defense mechanism. That way they'll be like, oh boy, what's he frightened of? And so they'll become frightened too. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right?
No.
Well, Hero Gaming Simon, how do you feel about being a Battle Royale coach? I mean, I know you're kind of like 15 seconds separated from everything that's going on because of the stream delay, but
wait, are you replacing me now?
I mean, I thought that was already obviously in process.
What? Okay.
How about you, Kel Seog? You going around and show me like a wise old mentor? Oh wait a sec, we've got a. Oh wait, no, I tell a lie. Oh, okay, we've actually managed to accrue a decent amount of players now. So guys, in the chat, let me know, where should we be dropping in? You can see the different places on here. So we've got West Compound, Fort, Temple, North Village, Harbour, South Village, or Airport. Hopefully there'll be enough time for it to get some responses. Angelito Aduna, if you just join in the... Well, this one's a bit too late to join, I'm afraid. But on the next one, as soon as you see us start to queue in for a Battle Royale, if you queue in at the same time, there's a very good chance you'll end up in the same game as us. Alright, Tim reckons we should go for the airport. Dealers, you reckon should it be east or west?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Alright.
You've fired me.
That's true. Alright.
So I don't want to give you my opinion. Even though it's worth its own even though it's worth a lot of gold.
Hey. We killed someone.
No, you didn't.
Okay, we did kill someone.
You did terrible.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, at least you're embracing the fact that I'm a daddy now. Or something. I don't know. That was weird. Peter, how many people have you killed?
Hmm?
How many people have you killed?
1.
Have you killed 2?
What? If you can you not hear him properly? I said 1. Oh,
Well,
hello.
I'm old, so pull out your sniper. He's running towards you. Shoot him. He's still running towards you. Nice.
Shoot him in the knees. Shoot him in the knees. Oh no.
He took an arrow to the knee.
Yes.
Well.
Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. So we're inside the terminal, which is a really nice part of the map. I always tell people to go in here because... Oh, apparently I shouldn't tell them to go in here because they actually listen to me.
He's on your right. He's behind you.
It's a wall.
The wall's behind you.
Ah! I got already scared by that. Are you just like naming random directions? Did you actually see them?
North. West.
Are
West
you like my anti-coach now? Where you're actively trying to destroy me?
He's over at the west east. West east.
West East?
West east.
That is the most popular of all the directions, yes. Oh, so Kelsey
Peter, they're shooting you from the north-south.
The call's coming from inside the house.
Pork chump. Oh, Peter, we have a code.
Oh, excellent. I retire undefeated. So there you go. Best at MC5. Best, perhaps, at everything? Time will tell. Okie doke. So, right, so yes, we're actually going to game 2. So, apologies for the delay there. Let's see. So, if you catch her around, please do say hi to Soldier Girl. She's our admin for today. Be running everything behind the scenes and making sure that our tournament goes as fast as possible. Of course, there will always be delays because, you know, tournaments, they are always tricky beasts. For now, though, we will be getting into our next match between the Army of Turkey and Kill or Die in just a few moments more. So stay tuned, guys, and we shall return with our second ESL game of the day in just a few moments more. Welcome back, everyone. Our games resume. The Army of Turkey, with a pretty convincing Game 1, now have to repeat that performance against Kill or Die in their second encounter in order to advance up the bracket. Will they make it through to the semi-finals, where they'll have to then face up against even tougher opponents, or will Kill or Die surprise us?
For now, Kill or Die are looking like they will die, just because Army of Turkey, they were so dominant in Game 1. Now, we are on conversion. Obviously, it's a whole different kind of map compared to Vantage. It's much more about hand-to-hand and close combat. But for Kill or Die, it's not looking like a good start to the game.
I think, Dealers, the real mistake that that Kill or Die made as a team, the Uruguay team playing the blue, is they gave the opponents an option. So I fully expect to see maybe Kill and Die as their modified team name. I don't know if you've got any thoughts yourself.
Sure.
Jersey Shore? That's a pretty scary team name.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's call them Jersey Shore then. I'm not sure how we got to that point, but Peter, you want to drag this back to the game?
Alright, well, if you insist. Do you know where a turkey's favourite habitat is? It's by the shore. And therefore we go full circle and come back to the point where we were trying to get away from the first time round. Anyway, 5.5 minutes to play, and the Army of Turkey looking pretty strong again, though it's not the crushing performance. Diamond, the diamond in the rough for the Turkish squad, certainly doing some real fantastic work with that ERG. So far untouched, but nothing lasts forever, not even diamonds.
Ha 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 ha, counterfeiter. Must say, however, Army of Turkey,
that was a convincing laugh.
They're playing much better than you are making jokes this game. And as you said, Army of Turkey not as confident this time around as they were in Game 1. But still, they are in the lead. Now it is starting to be diminished, that lead by Kill or Die. And they are fighting back. After all, it is a best of 3. So if they lose this game, then they are out.
As we said, we expected this to be a pretty close one, just because these two teams are very closely seeded. They're two closely seeded teams in the tournament. So for any of you guys who've never done any tournament work before, seeding is the number kind of given to a team based on their previous performance to indicate how likely they are to win again. So if you're a team that has won loads of times in a row, you may well come in as a high seeding number. If you're a team that's kind of a bit of an unknown, would probably get a low. And, well, you know, with like these guys here, they've played before, they've had kind of middling performances before, so they don't come into this one with necessarily the highest expectations, but they're high enough, and both of them are, that we kind of, there's a possibility each time we see these tournaments that one of these 4th or 5th seeds, as we're seeing here, could go on and surprise some of the top contenders.
It would at least make a great story if we saw an underdog go all the way to the grand final. For now, it's only the quarterfinal, and Kill or Die, they actually have a lead for the first time in this match.
Yeah, it might even be for the first time in this series. As Turkey, I think, maybe a little bit confident from the first time round. That was a little bit strange there. They're following each other around. I think one of those things where, you know, you're leading a convoy, someone slips in the middle of it, you don't notice for a while, and then you realise they're on the opposing team, you should probably be shooting them. I think maybe Turkey's plans are just too complicated for their own good, as 3 minutes remain, and Kill or Die look like they're on a pretty good place to equalise this series.
Kill or Die, they have just surpassed the 40 kill mark. So 7 more kills, make that 6, however, and Kill or Die, they will have won this quarterfinal.
Num is doing well for the Turkish side, definitely not irrecoverable. As you see, we've got kill streaks coming in from Kill or Die's earlier success, so Num and the rest of the squad are going to have to do some real hard work, as unfortunately the player I wanted to talk about has just died as we're going to switch to him. But we'll have a look at the final scoreline, as we have now equalised 1 game apiece.
And you know what, Counterfeit, this means that our final battleground will be Scramble. That's where this series will be concluded, and that is where we're going to see if Army of Turkey or Kill or Die will advance.
I have a quick check and see. Yes, it is Charlie, who is the MVP for the Kill or Die squad. 11-5, real impressive stuff, along with Snake 14 as well. Some really good individual performances there. So yeah, honestly, based on what we saw in the first game, was not expecting this result at all. But hey, I'm always in favour of seeing some more great competition. So, Twitch giveaway remains in place, guys. Get your last entries in because we'll be ending the Twitch giveaway soon and we don't want you to miss out. For now though, stay tuned. We shall return with more MC5 after the break. Welcome back everyone, our last game between the Army of Turkey and Kill or Die is here. Scramble our destination, and Kill or Die really showed up in that last game. We kind of written them off after Turkey's dominating performance in game 1, but apparently they've got more to show us.
Oh yeah, and they're not done yet. Here on Scramble, they will try to take it all the way to that semi-final. Here against Army of Turkey, they're not giving up. Let's see which team is best at using sniper rifles.
Yeah, the whole kibosh, certainly Helix right now. Let's duck around and see. So we've got ERGs, we've got actually some assaults as well. So, in fact, a fairly heavy assault presence from the Army of Turkey isn't actually working out very well for them. Even with the numbers advantage over the Kill or Die squad, they are relying pretty much exclusively on snipers, and it's working out pretty darn well for them in the early going. So 5-2-1, let's find those numbers. So Snore and Spy? Snore and Spirit. Gosh, that's probably one of the strangest names I've seen.
Well, are you sure, Counterfeit? Have the stream forgot your old caster handle?
Hmm?
Your old caster handle. Do you remember
I don't think I ever used it on here, did I?
Oh, I'm not sure. But that was probably the strangest name that I have ever seen. But now Army of Turkey, they're falling quite far behind. 5 kills, and they even have the man advantage.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty darn impressive. Kill or Die controlling the space. You can see here on the map that they've kind of, confined themselves just to a corner, and so far they're just more than happy to let the Turkish side walk in and get sniped off, because there's so many different snipers covering the 2 approaches to this corner that, honestly, I don't really know what Turkey do here unless they make a concerted effort to attack from, one side en masse of maybe a commander to block some of those sniper shots, or attack from multiple sides at exactly the same time. They're just going to keep bleeding kills.
Army of Turkey, they need to push together, Counterfeit. They can't allow Kill or Die to look for these sniper shots, because Scramble is all about having this open range map But as long as you don't push in towards your opponent and you allow for them to just pick you when you're running against them, so towards them, they will just find kills.
Kill or die. The gap starting to lessen just a little bit, so while Kill or Die are more or less sticking with the same game plan they started out the game with, it's feeling like Turkey is starting to find some way through, and I think they're making use of their multiple assaults to fill this area with grenades, which may well drive out the Kill or Die squad.
Army of Turkey, they are making a comeback counterfeit. They're not done yet. Kill or Die have been killing a lot in the start of the game, but now they're dying. But oh, Snore and Spirit, that's 3 kills, and he even ends up killing himself as well.
Well, once you start killing Jesper, sometimes you just can't stop, even if the final victim is yourself.
And sometimes you just want to go on a killing spree, and that's what Snore and Spirit did right there. Ended up killing himself as well, unfortunately. But now Kill or Die, their lead has shrunk. Army of Turkey aren't giving up, but now they're starting to fall behind again as Kill or Die. They are a full roster.
Yeah, Diamond, who we pointed out before as being one of the stronger players, getting a little bit taken to the mat, and actually, wow, having a real tough game this time around. Snore and Spirit definitely the standout player for the Kill or Die side. As you can see, the grenades flying in, and that gap remains pretty consistent. Turkey tried to push through and force Kill or Die out of the corner, but ultimately, they've paid for it heavily, but still, Kill or Die are firm.
Kill or Die, they do want to kill Army of Turkey here. So far, I don't think in the upper quarterfinal, neither that hasn't been concluded yet. So we don't know who Kill or Die or Army of Turkey will be facing, but it is most likely going to be number 1.
Yeah, it's a very long away from where we started off here. Let's see, so Hank also joining our creatively named top performer from the Kill or Die squad. In the top of the table. 2 minutes left to play, or at least just under that. Kill or Die, honestly, I'm pretty impressed by what we're seeing.
Kill or Die, they are making sure to stick with Army of Turkey in this game. While Army of Turkey, they had a dominant performance in game 1, they just haven't been able to show the same performance here in game 2 or in game 3 for that matter. And now Kill or Die, having reached the 40 kill mark, they are about to end out this game.
Very little time left for Turkey to fight their way back into the game. But perhaps they might surprise us. Escapita doing some nice work, and we have to remember that the Kill or Die squad are all doing this with just 4 members against 5, which is really, really impressive stuff. I have to wonder if Turkey might find a way to leverage their extra numbers advantage, especially now we're out on a more open field.
But Army of Turkey, they can't give up any more kills. The more kills Kill or Die they get, the closer they will be to ending this game. We have 33 seconds left to go, a 5 kill differential, and Army of Turkey, they need to find kills now.
I think their time may have passed as Charlie comes charging in with the rest of Kill or Die, and Turkey's ticket to the next round has been cruelly stripped away from them. Last kill comes in thanks to Charlie, and some very strong performances send Kill or Die forwards.
Well played by Kill or Die, the team from Honduras making the comeback against the Army of Turkey. And that means our 5th seeded team will move forward.
Alright guys, so there we go. You can see the surprises in ESL competition, but perhaps we'll just have to see how far Kill or Die can go. As we said, these are one of our lowest seeded teams in the tournament. Well, I guess about mid-seeded perhaps is a little bit fairer. But not necessarily expected to take down the big guns. We shall remain to be surprised. For now, though, our Twitch giveaway winner will be Soviet CQ. So, Soviet CQ, please post your dog tag and platform. And we'll be moving on to Facebook for our second giveaway of the day. So, facebook.com/Modern Combat. Type in #quarter to the Facebook page if you want to enter in. And we'll be drawing that one a little bit later on down the line as well. For now, though, guys, stay tuned. We will be bringing you our next match of MC5, ESL or otherwise, as soon as possible. Alright guys, we're back. We've got a little bit of time before we get back into our ESL competition. So congratulations to Kill or Die for pursuing their path through the tournament. The Facebook giveaway is now open. And we're going to set ourselves up with a little bit more Battle Royale to keep us warm all the way through the cold darkness of the night. So, Deedless, it looks like I haven't managed to find myself a alternative Battle Royale coach, so I guess we're stuck together eternally getting shot in the face as the very first person to die in a Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that since you can't find a replacement for me, that now you need me kind of fit.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, but I'm gonna have to say no thank you.
Betrayal? You stabbed me with a nail?
Wait, how am I betraying you?
Well, I thought it was rather obvious. Which part were you confused by?
You're the one who says I'm a bad coach.
Hey man, just because you're a bad coach doesn't mean that I don't want you as my coach.
Oh yeah, well, obviously I think a bad coach and a bad player goes hand in hand.
Exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page again. Hooray everybody! We've solved all of human conflict. Alright, so guys, if you'd like to play on stream, please come and join the game. We've got loads of room in this lobby. So with it being a bit later at night, the lobbies will take a little bit longer to start up, so I can only apologise for that. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, but you can definitely speed up if you come and join in yourself. And just maybe, you can make yourself famous, kid. So dealers, if a player is looking to, to impress on an MC5 Battle Royale stream, what do you think, what's the best way to do it? Is it racking up an inordinate amount of kills, or getting it to the very end of the game and scoring that turkey breakfast?
If you want to be impressive in a Battle Royale MC5 game, then you want to do exactly the opposite of what Counterfeit is doing.
So you should not loot stuff and not get shot in the face with the first person you come across. It's a bold move. Let's see if it works out. If any of you guys are from the stream, please do throw a YOLO fiddly-dee into the old chat so we know that you're here. Hello, Cheeky. It's Charles BN22. So as you can see on the screen, I've changed my my aim around, and we're having a little dance off with Charles here. Fancy loot you got there. Alright, so where are we gonna drop? Coach.
Okay, where do all the bad players go? I would go to South Village.
Alright. So, any of you guys who are bad players as well, come to the South Village, because apparently it's the place where the cool kids hang out. Oh, some armor. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So, Deedless, you're a first-person shooter expert.
I am.
So, how do you actually hit someone with that?
Nice.
Well, that went surprisingly quickly.
Yeah, that's what I said. All the bad players go to the South Village. That's why you went there. Yeah.
Well, a bad player is only as bad as the coach? I don't know, is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Oh boy, we were close to being last. Well, what a great chance to start over again. So, well, I didn't get the chance to finish my question, which was actually immediately relevant, which is when you're in a situation like that, what's the kind of best engagement practice when you've got a sniper rifle? Because I find like when people are relatively close up, they move too quickly and I can't get a bead on them. Like, am I supposed to be hip firing it just like, I mean, in that case, I guess I could fire at the floor. But I find that I tend to just lose track of people so quickly, because especially on iOS, it's a little hard to turn quickly.
Peter, we have a code.
We do have a code.
Buddy.
Well, that's good news. Okay, so... Oh gosh, that's an interesting team name. Well, we shall get right on that and attend to our ESL business. Alright guys, so Facebook giveaway remains in place. We'll be back in just a few moments more with our next ESL match, so stay tuned, and we'll see you in just a few moments' time. Give me a second. Alright guys, welcome back. So we're just going to get into things. We're going to update the team name. So it's Google versus Kill or Die as our next round of competition. First kill going across to the Google side of things. Let's get those team names updated, as I can only assume this is not the official Google team, but you never know.
This is interesting to see that this is Google, because I recognize Thought and Bleach from Frankenstein. So I think they might be participating here in the iOS Cup with a whole new team.
Yes, I can't help shaking the feeling, indeed, Liz, that Team Google may have been just named for the first thing that the team captain was looking at when they were registering the team, which in this case would be Bleach. But far be it for me to impugn Bleach's creativity when Google are doing so well in the early going.
Well, you know what, kind of it. I would also say that Google, they have a pretty creative team logo on the website. Which
Scary, honestly.
I think might be where they have their inspiration from. But for now, Google, they have a lot of Frankenstein members, and they are dominating this game, to say the least.
So just updating our admin. But yeah, it's looking extremely one-sided so far. First couple of minutes down, and Google already more than halfway done with their opposition. So we saw Kill or Die taking out the army of Turkey early on. We wondered how far Kill or Die could go. Apparently, when it comes against Google, the team that took out our #1 seed, #1 in the quarterfinal, which we didn't stream because we didn't expect it to, there was any chance of seeing #1 knocked out so early. But we've set up for another new team to take the reins of the competition, even if it is perhaps comprised of some familiar faces.
It's like looking like Google, they will be doing a very dynamic move here in this first game of this semifinal. They're gonna go for a quick lunge towards the grand final, just shutting Kill or Die down immediately here in this first game.
Yeah, there's nothing left to be said. Nobody's holding the rope for Kill or Die as they plummet towards their first game loss. A crushing performance from Google, and we get to see, as you mentioned, from Frankenstein and other teams around the place, you get these super teams kind of emerging as, say a given team can't play as a full unit. They decide to bring in some of their friends, and all of those friends happen to be extremely good.
We did talk to Frankenstein before going into today's competition, and they have said that they are one of the best teams in the iOS competition. The only team that they are afraid of is Victory of Lords, and they are not present in this tournament. So I'm sure that Google or Frankenstein are very confident.
Well, look at the top of that scoreboard. 13, 12, 11, 10. All with very similar numbers of deaths, so a very impressive performance from the Google squad. Gets them their first point. It could be a bit of a formality, this semi-final, with the KBG and Goodnight semi-final taking place at the same time. So we'll be getting through things pretty darn quick. Get your entries in over on Facebook while you can, because we'll be drawing that to a close pretty darn soon, I suspect. For now though, guys, stay tuned. We shall return in just a few minutes more with the next game from Google. Welcome back, everybody. Our next encounter between Kill or Die and Google. It looked extremely one-sided in our first game, but we've learned from our previous games of the evening that Game 1 does not necessarily lead to Game 2 as compelling as the evidence from one game is.
That is true, Counterfeit. That sometimes the loser of the first game can't bite back. Now Google here, 8-seeded team, going all the way up and picking up a victory against number 1. And now looking to do the same against Kill or Die. We are now on Scramble. And for this team of Google, we know that they're not a fan of Scramble. They love to play on the street and on Vantage because they love those short-term clashes.
Well, you could have sure fooled me with the way Google are playing out this game. They have taken Kill or Die to pieces. 11 kills and 0 deaths so far is ludicrous. Finally, Kill or Die gets some numbers in for themselves, but that's one of the most dominating opening minutes I've seen from any team pretty much ever. So, honestly, D-List, Google have, just on the basis of this series, become one of my favorites to win the tournament.
Oh yeah, Google, they are perhaps Googling how to kill in the most efficient way, and I think they found the right answer because goddamn if Kill or Die aren't falling to pieces.
I mean, this is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. When new teams come in, as Google have here, even if they're made up of experienced members, they will tend to be seeded fairly low in the competition. And sometimes that leads to slightly interesting outcomes like we have here, where Google have knocked out the #1 seed very early on in the competition, because theoretically Google are not an established team, so they're not a good team. But sometimes that is not the case.
Well, Google do have a lot of Frankenstein players, so we do know a lot of these players to be extremely good at the game. And it's looking like right here that they are using that expertise for good.
Yes, well, it's not quite as completely one-sided as it could be. Certainly, we're actually seeing some pretty nice play from the Kill or Die members now they've been able to absorb the initial Google offense, but they have got an absolute mountain to climb to get over Google here, who are almost done with this second game and ready to move on to the finals.
Google, they don't have any patience. They want to move into this grand final right here and right now. They don't even want to give Kill or Die a chance at reaching 50 kills in total. Kill or Die, they got 20 kills last game. And Kill or Die, they are 25. And they need 5 more to just reach the amount needed to win one game, let alone.
Well, Sasha has been doing absurdly well. Of course, they'll die the second we start looking at them, as is often the way, but still don't let that reflect any more poorly. Sasha, 17 kills so far, and while they couldn't be there to cause the end of the game, they almost, well, wait, let's do some quick maths here. Yeah, I'd say that's about a third of the team's kills in one player. Would you say that's about right?
How many do that? 17?
17 out of 50.
So
17,
divided,
34.
Yeah, that is over one third.
Yeah, very slightly over a third. But that's crazy on a single player, especially considering they had multiple other players who were both, doing decently. But Sasha definitely does stand out there, and one we'll be looking out for in the finals itself, as Google have booked their ticket through to there. So with that, we're going to draw ourselves our Facebook winner as our first thing. So let's see who we've got. So Friya's Riser is our Facebook winner. Please post both your dog tag and platform. So apologies for my horrible mangling of your name, but Friya's Riser, you've been tagged, so hopefully, even if I'm so hard to understand that you don't know who that you're being referred to, you'll at least get the tag as we move on to Mob Crush for our third giveaway. Hashtag Semi into the Mob Crush chat to enter. And we will, of course, be back with our next ESL game as soon as we possibly can. Alright guys, welcome back once more. We're gonna kill a little bit of time on the old field of royale with cheese. Last time I think we made it into the top 37 out of about 30, out of about 43. So we can only do better this time.
Well, Peter, I'm not quite that confident in your abilities.
Do you think we can hit 36? Do you believe in me, coach?
I do not.
Do you think I'm fictional?
I do not.
Do you not believe in fairies, coach?
I do not believe in you.
But every time you say that, I die.
Maybe that's because you're just bad at the game.
Oh, let's try and figure out what's going on in this scene. So, what's the story here, Daedalus? We've got the lady in green, I think another lady in black and red, and what I presume is a guy, maybe, in grey with a mysterious figure looking on from the side. I mean, you know, you look at that, what story comes to mind?
I'm not quite sure, Peter. I think it's a holiday resort, and the guy on the right, the guy that's so far away, he's a zombie coming that way.
Oh my gosh! This is Hotel Zombie?
Yeah.
Oh, then we got a bigger picture version of the picture. Well, I hope the zombie can't swim. That's all I can say. I'd love it if each one of these pictures had a slightly different version of that same picture on it. So you just go along here and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a flick book. Sadly not. Anyway, where should we drop?
Well, I think you have to decide this time around.
Alright, Ich habe Americana. Let's get it on! So, pretty wide open areas in this one. We're probably going to get away from that if we can. Alright, well, not a great haul from this first place. Where do you reckon we go next?
Well, first up you need to find a weapon.
Ooh, well, that's good.
Ooh, tier 3 armor. Tier 3 armor for you, Counterfeit. That is quite something.
I know, right? Unfortunately, it will deteriorate over time, but hey, what can you do, huh? What can you do? Alright, so... Oh man, another tier 3 armor, jeez. But we still haven't found a weapon. We can see someone else running away, but we probably don't want to get into a fight with them because remember we've got absolutely nothing at the moment. Maybe there's something here? Oh, we've got plenty of health packs. I assume that nobody actually came in here. Oh wait, there's actually a unused beacon.
Ooh, Counterfeit, you know what that means?
It's time to get killed!
Yes!
Man, what's with the tier 3 armor here? Like, every piece of armor we've come across has been tier 3 so far.
The gods are looking at you, Counterfeit. They're saying, tier 3 armor, Counterfeit, this is your game. You can do this. And
gosh.
now I've cast a cursed you.
I appreciate how you become accidentally supportive.
Well, all for you, baby.
Alright, so where's our good stuff? Goodstuff.com? Get in my belly. What happens if we go underneath it? Nothing. Okay. I was checking to see if we'd be crushed to death. But sadly no.
Wait, why are you customizing your weapon in the middle of nothing? While the zone is coming closer and closer.
When you put it that way, it sounds like a bad idea.
Well, it is a bad idea. That's why I'm saying that you shouldn't do it. Stop being bad. Well, I'm your coach, right? That's why I'm telling you that it's stupid.
Stupid baby! Alright, so where should we go next, coach?
Well, where the action is. Surely.
Well, apparently over there. Oh, there.
You go get them, boy.
I got him!
Nice. You're outside the zone.
Barely.
You've taken a lot of damage.
What? I'm taking a lot of damage. Why are you taking any damage?
You're about to die.
I'm not about to die.
You're getting shot, Peter.
I'm not getting... Wait, are you anti-coaching me again?
Get in your mind that you are in the open, Peter. You have just opened up yourself for being killed. Why are you not hiding behind a rock? Why are you running in a plain field? You deserve to die.
Jeez! Yes, but why did you become so mean?
When you said that I were a bad coach.
And you thought the best way to prove me wrong was by being a really bad coach?
Yeah. Well, it's an anti-thesis.
Alright, well, this is the big question. Should we go down into the village or should we stay up here?
Well, what would a smart player do, Counterfeit?
Well, it's pretty exposed up here, and I think we've actually got quite a lot of items and stuff. So we're not exactly in dire need, but I don't know. That's why I need a coach. I don't know how to make these sort of decisions. Oh, hello.
Remember to aim down your sights, Peter.
I can't aim down sights with a grenade.
Yes, you can.
How about this? Hey? Bet
Nice.
no one saw this one
Now
coming.
you're standing in the open and people can shoot you.
Yeah, they never expect me to be up there.
Smart move, boy. You're getting shot. Run away. Nice, Peter. Go kill him. Nice. Actually, well played. Yeah, there's someone behind you.
Oh, no, it's
Also someone in front of you.
Clowns to the left of me.
You need to find some new armor.
The armor all tuckered out.
Yeah, your armor is very low. So...
Not the most subtle place to put a proximity mine, but keeps the walls from the door, I suppose.
Oh, someone down there. Someone down there. Peter. To
yeah,
right, there you go. Nice, that's the first time that I've seen you aim down your sights. Nice, now someone is still shooting at you. Reload.
Oh no! Low battery and having to reload at the same time was enough to do me in. I thought we did alright that time round.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. I'm actually proud of you.
Aw, thanks, Dad. It's a big day for me.
Yeah, imagine having someone be proud of you.
It's hard to imagine sometimes. So like, it's kind of weird that we don't have any indication of how much... Like, the one thing we don't have listed here is how many kills we made. Which is like the one thing you would expect to see listed. Let me write that down on my list of notes. You know, sometimes, guys, it's just about noticing the obvious stuff. Kills not listed.
I think we just got a code, Confit.
Oh, well, there you go.
We did, yeah.
What perfect timing. Hero Gaming Simon, and all you guys. Hope you were well impressed by our amazing Battle Royale press. There we go. Eventually, you just teach someone hard enough, and they'll become passable at the game. I think that's my special skill is running away. So in that case, I use the speed boost to just run away really quickly from the other guys, and they're like, "We never expected them to be so cowardly." And that was their big mistake. Their fatal flaw, as it were, was they respected me as an opponent too much. Let's see. So I think we might have our finals. Let's have a look. So it's
that is our finals, yeah.
Yeah.
That will be what's the name?
Google versus KBG.
KHDRB Galassi fans.
Yeah, I can't say that. So we're going to go with KBG. That works. It's a thing. Maybe one of you guys in the chat can translate that name. I did a bit of a Google on it, and it seemed to... I can't quite really figure out what it related to. But... Hello. Is there a hacksaw in this game? That'd be a bit surprising. That certainly looks like hacksaw. Interesting. I'll send him a message and see if he's if he wanted in on today's proceedings. Or maybe he was just passing by. Because I know Hacksaw's intended to be here for tomorrow, but I wasn't expecting him in this lobby. Looks like the same guy. Yeah. Alright, well, apparently Hacksaw's along for the ride. We'll have to see if he wants to join our commentary booth, or if he's just, you know, passing by, ships the night, all that. Vikoi says no one can stop us. Gosh, it's a little bit cocky there. I see him from Team Google. We'll see if that cockiness persists into the first game of our grand finals. Spoiler, it probably does.
But yeah, Google, Counterfeit, they dominated their grand final, rather the semi-final, and we'll be looking to do the same here to the Galassi fans from Ireland.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Like, yeah, we haven't had a chance to really examine KBG too much during the course of the tournament itself. So, yes, apparently heading from Ireland, as you were saying, not a place we see too many MC5 teams from, but making it all the way to the finals, taking out Goodnight and Revolutions on their way here. So, some pretty good scouts taken. And so far, they're actually managing to hang tough with Team Google.
Oh, you say that, but Team Google, they find 3 kills out of nowhere. And that does give them a 3 kill lead. Make that 4. As Bleach finds a kill on the Koba, Thought finds a kill onto Saha. And suddenly Google, they're actually just coming out, swinging out of the gates.
Yeah, Thought doing a real nice job. You know, you expect being on a much lower level, you'd have a pretty significant disadvantage, but I think perhaps that assumption of safety from KBG that, you know, allowed them to open up just that tiny hole in the defenses, was to really let Google run away with this early game.
KBG, they don't want to fall here in this grand final 3-0. But that has been the theme of today's grand finals. Score Gaming picking up 2 victories earlier today. Actually, that was yesterday, now that we have surpassed midnight here in Denmark and in England. But still, Google wanting to just pick up a quick victory.
Yeah. it looked like, well, as I said, we kind of threatened with the notion of Google running away with this first game, but doesn't seem to quite be happening. Let's find out who the... So, Soper and Mide. Certainly, the Mide seen around quite a few times. I'll have a quick look into Soper to see if I can figure out what their background is. So, they aren't listed as anything too much else. But for Mide is here. They are on the Noob Tubers team, so they've been around for quite a long time. I don't know. I'm fascinated to see if maybe Google could have found that match in our grand finals, and you know, by design, that's where it's supposed to happen.
Well, it might be a rivalry that we have going on here between KBG and Google. As you said, Soba, having years of experience, will surely make the life of Google much harder.
Very close stuff. Let's find out. So from the Google side of it, Sasha, who we remember before as their way standout player, is still their top banana in this time round, as well as, man, everywhere Sasha walks, KBG players just instantly die. It was a little concern from looking at what we can see on the map that perhaps Sasha would be out there without the backup of the other Google members, but doesn't seem to be the case as Crispy is there. But still, very aggressive movement from the Google ace.
Soba finds a kill onto Sasha. And Crispy finds a kill back. Soba just continues his dominance. And now airstrikes are being deployed from KBG counterfeit. Google, 42 kills. KBG, 41.
Crispy doing a fantastic job for the Google side. But yeah, this first game of the grand finals, pretty darn close. Crispy continues to rattle those kills through. 14 kills alongside Sasha, but I'm still waiting to see if the other shoe will drop here and if KGB might make a comeback, as they just have to equalize, but also push it over the edge to potentially winning the first game of the finals.
KBG, they do have that lead now. One more kill is all they need, and they will find it. It is going to be Mide finding that last kill. Google falling here in the first game.
Wow. So there we go, Avakoi. Very confident coming into the first one, as I suspect all of Google were, but we finally found a team that can give Google a run for their money. We'll have to see what happens in game number 2, because game 1 was pretty darn close. Alright guys, so with that in mind, we're going to grab our Mob Crush winner, which is going to be AFDLIN, I think, is our Mob Crush winner. Please post your dog tag and platform. So let me just grab our current YouTube link to get everything updated on that side of things. And then we'll be officially starting our giveaway for today. So Deedless, what do the folks do if they want to enter in on the old YouTubes?
Sorry, what?
Deedless, what do people need to do if they want to enter in on YouTube?
They have to post hashtag grand finals.
Close. Well, as you can see,
finals.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, we've done this before.
Well, I've never posted in YouTube, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, you're missing out. You're missing out. So Nightbot is officially live in that respect. So do remember, guys, if you enter in multiple times over on the YouTube side of things, then Nightbot has got a pretty decent chance of throwing out all of your entries. So just a single entry is all you need to have exactly the same chance of winning as anybody else. For now, though, we're going to get set up for our second game between KBG and Google. A big surprise from Game 1. Let's hope it continues into Game 2. Shazoom, we're back and we're on the streets as we head into game 2 between KBG and Google. A surprise win for our underdog team against an extremely confident Google with multiple Frankenstein members on the team. We certainly expected them to win, but not everything went to plan.
Oh no, and now with them having multiple Frankenstein members on the team counterfeit, I'm very happy that you mentioned that, because we did have a talk with Frankenstein before we went into today's matchup, and they said that streets are their favorite map because they love to get up close and personal, and that is something you can do on the map of streets because it's not a map that's favored towards snipers.
No, I mean, at least in theory you could have fighting in the more open areas around the central building, but in practice it tends to be this upper floor and the lower bounds which see the vast majority of the action, as it's all compressed into these couple of rooms and corridors where everything gets so brutal so quickly.
For now at least, Google, they are looking to be doing quite well for themselves here on streets, rather, now with an S on the end, because there's obviously more streets on this map. Coming in with some ERGs, even though they don't like those sniper rifles in long and open maps, they love to have the opportunity to do one shots and one kills.
Yeah, the Google squad doing a pretty nice job up until, of course, the moment we start mentioning the possibility against KBG in this central part here. As we're seeing, it's actually Google, even with this pretty substantial lead, getting a little bit caught up on by the KBG squad, who want to keep this momentum going. They want to keep upsetting Google, and they want to tear down those who tore down our #1 seed coming to this finals itself.
But you know what, Counterfeit? I'm sure that we're going to be seeing at least 2 more games after streets, because right now, Google, they are dominating KBG. KBG, it looks so close, and they made a last stand in game 1 where they were able to push their way back. But so far, Google, they have had a 10 kill lead for most of this game, and I'm not sure they are about to give it up.
No, have established themselves extremely well in the early going. Fort pulling out the strongest individual performance, though we do see a couple of unfortunate kills for the GL side of the equation going through there. Still, it doesn't look like KBG are doing enough to close the gap, and in fact it might even be widening as Google look to tie up the series 1-1. Sasha continuing to impress. Yeah, we've got 2 members, Sasha and Fort, with 12 kills apiece. A pretty frightening prospect if you're on the blue side.
And now Google, 1 more kill is all they need, Counterfeit, before they will force us to a game 3 and a game 4. So we are going to be seeing at least construction side and scramble coming up here between these 2 teams.
Alright guys, so keep those YouTube entries coming in as we see again. Fort and Sasha both with extremely impressive scorelines. And the rest of the Google team not too shabby either. From the KBG side, as mentioned it before, we've got Sahand from the NoobTubers team and a few other familiar faces. So perhaps we shall see, well, we'll have to see once we get to game 3. One team or the other will seize the momentum in this best of 5. But for now, we're headed to break, and we shall return with more MC5 coming up soon. Welcome back, guys. The grand finals continues as we get into the third game, the turning point. One team will put themselves within a stretching point of winning, and the other team will be feeling the pressure once this game on the construction site is done and dusted.
But we have been forced to a game number 3 conflict between these two giants. Well, I want to say gigantic teams, but we end up saying gigants. Even though I'm not quite sure that's how you would pronounce the word. Nonetheless, Google, KBG, both very hungry for the title.
I don't think it would be unfair to describe themselves as gigantic ants with guns strapped to them and extremely bad attitudes. As in the early going, we've seen some pretty even trading between the two. I mean, you know, so certainly my impression is it feels like Google are probably the better team, but I live to be disproved here, Deedless. What do you think?
Well, I would say that Google, they have put up a more impressive performance in the games that they have won. And even in game 1, where KBG were able to make that fast lunge towards the 50 kill mark towards the end, Google, they still dominated for the entirety of that game. So I think Google, they do have that advantage so far, and they're looking to, well, shut down KBG very fast again here in game number 3.
Sasha performing ludicrously well, but Magic does come in from the backside to try and equalize the numbers a little bit, but Google's so far ahead in the early going. It makes me think that, especially with people like Noctis backing up the score leader, Sasha for the red side, but Google and the rest of the team performing, you know, well enough to prop up their big aces performance, that unless KBG start taking the Sasha off the field with some frequency, they're still going to be dropping so many points.
But we are seeing a 17-30 kill scoreboard counterfeit. Google are so far ahead, and KBG, they are in a dire situation. They want to fight their way back, but it's just seeming like Google are the better team.
Magic, I think the big surprise from the KBG side has come in a couple of times and stolen away the kills. In a game that's going this far in Google's favor, let's have a look and see if I'm correct in this. We have Magic and Cobra. They're the ones keeping KBG from completely falling out of this game. Both of them managing to keep neutral or positive KDAs in a game like this is honestly incredible.
Well, counterfeit, not even 3 minutes has been played in this game. And we are about to see it be done and dusted by Google. The KBG not standing a single chance in this game.
It's been honestly a bit of an eye-opener here, as Google have, you know, shown up and shown off what makes them, you know, I think I heard a wise man say it's not being cocky if you can back it up, and certainly Google have proven they are more than happy to do so, finishing out with a clean 21 points ahead. Google sees point number 3, as we said right back at the start. Whichever team won, in this case Google, now 1 point away from total victory.
And next map will be Scramble. So that means that for Google, they're looking to take this entire championship at that scramble battle site.
As you can see here, we have, of course, got Sasha from the last game, but also Fort performing extremely well. Back up there from Avacult. We need to get ourselves done and dusted with this final, so get your last YouTube giveaway entries in while you can. And we could easily be shutting everything down at the end of this next game. Don't go anywhere, we will return shortly. The grand finals potentially concludes after the break. Alright guys, so unfortunately our last game will not be played because we're having a forfeit, I presume, from the KBG side of things, as they were unable to field a full roster. So a little disappointing way to end today's, but hey, we'll just tie things out with a battle royale. So Nasu is our giveaway winner. Hopefully you are still around, Nasu, otherwise we'll redraw every couple of minutes till we find somebody who is, and when we do, please do post your dog tag and platform into the chat as soon as you can, otherwise we may end up just redrawing past ya. So be careful guys, it's high stakes competition, and the only way to win is to play. So, let's see, can you guys give me any advice? Should I be kind of messing around with my sensitivity a bit more? Is it better to have more or less, do you think? I'm trying to figure out, I think maybe I want to move my aim up just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I don't think Natsu's here anymore. So let's reroll till we find someone who is. I have no idea how to say that person's name. I think it's Korean. But hopefully, if they're still around, then a Korean friendo, please come and claim your prize in the next couple of minutes, or we'll have to redraw again. So our tournament is officially over for today. Thank you to Soldier Girl for all the hard work behind the scenes. Oh wait, I've actually seen this particular part before. Okay, nothing too crazy in here. As we look out upon our works. Oh boy, if only... Ooh, hello, we made a friend. Interesting. I don't think it's very likely that we'll ever get to actually drive vehicles around, but I can only hope so. Oh, great, excellent. Got your details, so we'll just do this last game and then we'll be done for tonight. We will of course be back in tomorrow with our final on PC as well as our regular iOS tournament, so I hope you'll come and join us for that. For now, one last chance for glory. Let's head onto the battlefield. I'm afraid, Nasu, had to redraw your giveaway because you weren't able to respond in time. I'm sorry, but we have to make sure that the stream gets done by the end if it doesn't continue too far beyond that. So I'm afraid each person, when they have a draw, has got just a few minutes to be able to respond. So we had to give it away to someone else. I'm very sorry about that. But all I can say is I apologise for getting your hopes up a bit there. Right, to the game itself. Ooh, this is the good stuff, which we come to the terminal for. Excellent, excellent. We'll actually put a bunch of this stuff onto our weapon, all kinds of proper in a minute. Some armor to get going with. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So let's get moving before we start attracting the wrong kind of attention. I'll tell you what, Nasu, because we didn't get a response on our Mob Crush page, I'll just put you in as our Mob Crush giveaway, so Nasu, so you don't end up missing out. Right, so who is our new friend over here? Let's try and get the high ground advantage. Gosh, that's definitely not going to attract too much attention. Ah! Ooh, tier 3 armor. Okay, yeah, that's. I'm looking the other way around. That's actually nearly gone. Oof! I don't think we're going to get away from this person, so probably need to turn around on them. The old serpentine. Oh, we're actually not dead. Oh well, we nearly made it out. Ah, Nazi. Well, we did alright in that one, I think. We did alright. Hey, Gruff. Let's see. Alphadin. Ah, there you go. Thank you for responding over on the Mob Crush page. So, guys, again, we'll be back in, let's see, exactly how much time from right now for our next one. So the PC tournament is going to be at 1 o'clock UK time. So that is in, let's see, so we're just coming up on 3 o'clock in the morning UK time. So that'll be, let's see, so 9 hours, 10 hours, approximately 10 hours from now. So again, thank you guys so much, and AF Dylan, thank you for your details over on the Mob Crush page. But we're all done for now. My name is Peter Counterfeit Harnell, joined by Dealers this evening. Hope you all have a lovely morning, evening or night, wherever you happen to be in the world. And we'll catch you again tomorrow.